Hi, and welcome back to Coffee with the Authors, where we decode the craft and business of writing. And today we're going to talk about something that's been going on for a little while, which is this weird kind of divisiveness that you see, especially online, between traditionally published authors and self-published authors or indie authors. And really, there's no real need for this. Can't we all just get along?
Yeah. So we're going to start with three things that people say about traditional publishing, which aren't true. Number one, they will take your work and change it without your permission. Number two, you will have no control over the artwork or kind of what happens to your book. And number three is that the publishers get virtually all the money. They're the ones that make all the money. We're going to do another episode on that later in more detail to show you how it all breaks down in reality. But the third one is that, yeah, they get all the money and you get nothing.
Right. And those are just basic myths. There are also some common misunderstandings about indie authors that traditionally published authors, sometimes lean onto a little too heavily. And there's, they basically say, oh, self-published authors are authors who couldn't get a publishing deal. Or they say indie books just don't sell. And indie authors always end up underwater. And all three of these things are absolutely not necessarily true.
So trad authors and indie authors tend to look down on each other. And really, there's no need for that because there's a lot of common ground for both of them.
Absolutely.
On the one hand, it would be rare to find an indie author who would turn down an offer from a big five publisher.
Sure.
Where you would get like the 5-figure advance, the 10 to 15% sliding royalty rate, the in-house editorial and publicity and marketing and design and all the things that come along with being traditionally published.
And on the other hand, on the other side of the coin, there are probably some traditionally published authors who, especially like a debut author, who their book is a unexpected, massive hit, and they might love to go back and kind of, if they could start over and kind of go, wow, instead of getting 15%, I could be getting 50 or 60 or 70%, minus, delivery and printing and stuff, and have a little bit more control. So they might kind of want what the other side has also.
I know authors who are frustrated with traditional publication and they have gone on to do a self-published book. They've got an established name and they feel like, I'm not really getting what I want out of my publisher. I'm going to try doing a self-published version. I think most of the argument between traditional and independent publishing comes from the fear of missing out. I mean, we all have FOMO. We see somebody being real successful in one arena and we wish we were there. And then we wonder why we're not. And it just, you just get this sense that everybody else is being successful and somehow you're missing the boat. But in reality, we're all writers. We all want the same thing. We want our work to get out there. We want people to read it. We want people to love it, and we want to be able to keep on writing. So instead of pitting ourselves against each other, I think we should just kind of all realize that we all have the same heart. We write because we love to write, and we just want the same thing, which is for other people to get to read our work.
This is true for all writers, whether you are with a big five publisher or maybe a mid-sized traditional publisher or maybe a university press or maybe a small indie press, or maybe you are your own publisher wearing all the hats. And if so, my hat's off to you.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Coffee with the Authors. We hope you'll come back, get some inspiration, and help you keep going. Until next time, remember to dream big, work hard, don't give up, have a cup of coffee.
And with your coffee, do a little writing.
Wait, you have to tell me.
I'm going to talk.
I know.
Like always. I'm just always stand by for me to talk.